So, Norm, we thought that it'd be funny if we played 4 or 5 hardcore death metal songs coming back from Return instead of your typical little, John Lennon-y, Styxy, whatever the hell we have back there. That mess.
God.
And we just wanted to get a reaction.
Well, Norm has something different from us, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, but it's real light.
Yeah.
We don't have our own?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
We do. But his is real light. His is station stuff, So it's stuff from the classic rock vault. So
These are Norm's?
Those are Norms?
Yep.
I don't know who's in charge.
Or this
of
the
getting Norm
station
stuff.
ones,
Those
I
are
guess?
just the station
Okay.
ones.
Well, what are ours?
We just played you
Grego,
some.
you hear him
Good
every
God, will you
break.
focus?
I know, but I just
Every
no,
break
I'm
you hear 'em.
focused. I thought
Every
you were playing
break.
Norms. I know I do, but I kind of thought the P1s might want to listen
We
to
just
it.
hear
ran
it
through
every
4
break.
of them.
Okay. Jeez. Huh? No, that's not a moment. I was listening to everything you were saying.
So we wanted to get a reaction from Norm because it is funny to hear that coming back from a break when a guy is not anticipating it. And wouldn't you think you guys, let's just say you're coming back from a break, would you notice that Norwegian death metal is playing as you're returning from a break? Do you think that you would notice that?
Yes.
Of course
You'd
you would.
recognize it
It's a sound
immediately.
out
You'd
of
be
the
like, what the
ordinary.
hell?
Of course you would. To me, it's funny that he doesn't. That he thinks this is like normal stuff.
Well, maybe he's more focused than we are, Danny.
So I called Jeremy, and this first one isn't extended very long. Jeremy kind of shuts it down pretty quick.
Is there a better accomplice than Jeremy?
Oh, he's great.
On anything.
He's great. So here's the first death metal return with Norm.
Next ticket ticker, 1050. Breaking sports news first guaranteed. Jimmy Christopher reminding you to remember the time he spent listening to Norm Hitzkiss middays, 10 to noon on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Norm plays with the Mavs Johnson. Wednesdays at 11:10. It's the Avery Johnson Show. Brought to you by North Texas GMC Dealers, the American Airlines Center, and Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Coming up at 10:50, Tiki Barber starts the process of firing Tom Coughlin. Incredible sports news and notes. The NFL.
How do you
drops.
fight through that?
Okay, he fought through it.
He did.
So he's defeating. He's
He's winning.
the bit.
Sure, there's no
won,
question.
Norm won, us 0.
There's no question.
But Corby's sitting at home and he is not having.
No, I'm not, because you know what?
not having
I'm
it.
at the gym and I got my headphones on listening to all this, and I'm laughing just because to me it's hilarious that the guy will not he won't recognize that it's there. To me that's just as funny as him going like, "What is that? Who is that?" So then
But
I call.
it doesn't even really sound like he's, really fighting through it. I mean, it just sounds
No,
like he's
it's
doing
normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Well, he's not the norm.
No, he's not the norm.
He's not
No, he is the norm.
So I called Jeremy. I go, okay, extend this one. Let this one ride out for a good 40 seconds or something. So maybe, he'll recognize what's going on.
All right.
So here's number 2.
Next ticket ticker, 1110. Breaking sports news first guaranteed. Jimmy Christopher reminding you to remember the time he spent listening to Norm Hitzkiss middays, 10 to 12 on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Mike Reiner's 50-cent words, Greg Williams' back porch country witticisms, and Corby Davidson's yacht monkey moments on the Hardline. Today at 3 on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
By the way, if I were the Cowboys, would I go after Terrell Owens? It's not a question of how much money you're willing to give. It's how much
fighting
rope
through it. He's
are you willing to give?
What a genius.
How much are you willing to allow Terrell Owens to run this team?
I'm telling you, it sounds like cattle being mutilated back there, and he's fighting through it. I think that is.
Hey, he's an old school true pioneer of his
Man.
craft.
Play that
he's
one again.
winning.
Listen, no, he's not. Listen to the long.
What do you mean he's not?
Listen to the,
He is winning. It's Norm 2, us 0.
Listen to the long pause when he starts talking about the Cowboys, and listen to what's going on in the background. It's that guy just going.
All right, go.
Next
So we
ticket
can fight
ticker,
through
1110.
Jimmy.
Breaking sports news first guaranteed. Jimmy Christopher reminding you to remember the time he spent
Nice
listening
editing.
to Norm Hitzkiss middays, 10 to 12 on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
Need context.
Mike Reiner's 50-cent words, Greg Williams' back porch country witticisms, and Corby Davidson's Yuck Monkey moments on the Hardline. Today at 3 on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
By the way, if I were the Cowboys, would I go after Terrell Owens?
Right here.
It's not a question of how much money you're willing to give.
How is he doing that, man?
How much rope are you willing to give?
It is amazing. It's more amazing now to
much
think
are
about
you
that,
willing to
that he doesn't even
allow Terrell
acknowledge it.
No, and that's why and it doesn't sound like that he's just trying to fight through it. He just is.
He doesn't know that that's abnormal. It's either a credit to him being so out of touch that that's good, or I don't know if that's good or bad. So we try again.
Next ticket ticker, bottom of the hour, 11:30. Breaking sports news first, guaranteed. Jimmy Christopher reminding you to remember the time he's been listening to.
Third time in a row, right?
Hitzkes,
Yes,
middays,
3 in a
10
row.
to noon
In a row.
on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
It's the first GNO of Odd 6, and you ought to be there. Thursday, January 19th at Sneaky Pete's on Lake Louisville from 3 till 8 from Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
We're going to get to the NFL story,
Okay, now this one he's
the
kind of
deflating news for Levitra that the NFL is dropping them in just a moment. First, I want to get Jared in Dallas because his opinion is going to be one that I think a lot of people espouse. Jared, good morning. You're on the ticket.
Morning, Norm, by the way.
All right.
Unbelievable.
At least the thought must for a second fly through his mind.
No.
Of how
what,
insane that
what
is.
the hell is that?
Or what is this? You know,
Okay,
this is not what I normally hear.
But if it does, he's not letting on at all.
Well, that's the greatness of
I
Norm.
know he's terrific.
He's a true radio pioneer.
There's no
That's
question.
right. He is an old school, true pioneer of his craft, and he doesn't come to laugh when he covers the draft.
So he's 3 for 4, and then we unload the last one, and
He's ready to take a walk.
You got to be going nuts about this part.
Grego, I'm telling you, I laugh anytime I hear that music.
I think it's funnier for him to try to
I do
fight through
too.
it.
I think I'd laugh harder if he would have busted out it the first time. The bit's over. It's done. But it took him 3 or 4 times, which to me was better. I was hoping to God that he would say something, and finally on the 4th when he did.
Next ticket ticker on the way at 11:50. Breaking sports news first, guaranteed. Jimmy Christopher reminding you to remember the time he's been listening to. Norm Hitzkes, middays, 10 to noon his time, here on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
The latest member of the Cowboys Ring of Honor talks football with Donovan Miller every Thursday morning at 8:10. The Troy Aikman Show, brought to you by North Texas GMC Dealers, Miracle Mortgage, and Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
We debut a new segment today. Every Tuesday at this time, we will have the Bob's Steak and Chop House. What is... It sounds like Shrek is being mugged. What is this?
Finally, we're
I'm just trying out some new return music. You don't like this?
No.
It's all been cat approved. It's okay.
I've been wondering about Cat lately.
That's what the kids are listening to, Norm.
And it's funny,
We're trying to
Norm,
make you hip.
because he's been
Kids are
using this.
listening to this.
He's been using this as return music like for 4 times in a row now. We're sitting there laughing, going, "Isn't Norm going to react to this?"
Way to blow the gag, Jim.
He finally did after what 3 times?
Probably some band like Pain of Death or something. Rain and Blood.
It is pretty bad.
This is really good.
Not that bad.
I can see where you'd like this music.
I'm going to drive home to this, I think.
Imagine how this guy's voice feels after recording session.
Shrek being mugged.
Was that Norm?
Yeah, it's like Shrek being mugged.
We need to pull that. Death metal Norm.
Okay, Joe, that's enough of that.
See, it's funnier when he doesn't acknowledge it.
It was much funnier.